Hi, okay, so it's been 3 weeks since I've had rotator cuff and bicep tendon repair surgery, and I guess things are going well. It's tough. I mean, 3 weeks, it's good and it's bad because at 3 weeks, you are like, I'm feeling great. I feel normal, like mentally. Um, My body feels like it has more energy like I normally do, but my shoulder tells me otherwise. And I think that's probably the hardest thing for most people is because what happens is you start to try to do more and then you pay for it. Your shoulder tells you, not a good idea. And then you get frustrated and then you think about how much longer you really have to go. So even though 3 weeks is behind me, I still have 3 more weeks before I can be out of the sling and driving. And to have driving taken away, as you all know, is a pain. It's hard. So I am, let's see here. I think like last time, I'm not taking any pain medicines. I will take occasionally ibuprofen or Tylenol as needed. And I think that's also tough because I don't have good pain management because I'm not always in pain, so I don't need anything. And then when it does hit me, I'm like, oh, this hurts. So I don't know, it's hard. I'm not going to be put on something to take constantly just to avoid the pain, so I just have to deal with it. And that's just my decision. I'm still sleeping in the recliner. I did try a few nights ago to sleep in my bed and just prop up a bunch of pillows, but I could just not, I just couldn't get comfortable. The recliner seems to fit me in such a way that it just takes the pressure off my shoulder and back and all that. So I'll just continue to stay in the recliner. I'm using the ice machine most nights, and I, I guess I just kind of think it's just helps throughout the day. Whether it really does or not, I don't know. Like last night, I didn't use it, and I seemed to be okay. So I don't know. I mean, um, it's just working for me, and it's not a hard thing since I'm in my recliner anyway. So that's that. I'm using the lavender essential oil to put on my incisions to help heal them. I use the Teifu massage lotion as needed if I get, some shoulder spasms, like in the back of my shoulder. And what else? So the back knobber I will use to stop some spasms. I found a back scratcher that I had laying around the house, which I'll use sometimes when my back itches. I have noticed that my arm, like I'm definitely, it's winter, so my skin is more dry, and it's real that arm is getting really dry, probably because it's in that sling. But my back feels like it's dry, so it's itching more. So that back scratcher is kind of nice. The other thing I have is one of those brushes for the shower with a real long arm on it, and that's helpful to wash myself with. I like that. And I think that's really it. So I live in Buffalo and it's March and winter usually, there's snow for 2 more months, but this winter's been very mild. We've been very fortunate and it's been like 50s and 60s the last few days. So I have been able to walk outside. Oh, love it. So I've been walking the last 3 days, like 2 miles, and I think tomorrow I'm going to go to three because I was a little afraid to go further that it might bother my shoulder, but I don't know. It's been okay, so I think I'll add another mile tomorrow. Woohoo! That is my life. You know what? That's really the hardest thing is, if I can give you any advice, is to just ask for help, especially at this 3 week point. What I found is that first week after surgery, a lot of people are offering to do things and then they just kind of forget. It's just human nature. They forget and they think you're doing fine and you don't need the help, and you still really do need the help. I can do a lot of things one-handed, and laundry. I've been folding laundry, which It's not ideal because I kind of use that other hand a little bit and I probably shouldn't be. But if you put it on the table, you can use just one arm to fold everything. I will make my son an egg sandwich in the morning. That's been pretty easy, but I did something the other day. I tried to make this spaghetti casserole and was almost in tears because I bit off way more than I could handle when I realized I could not lift up the pot with the spaghetti to drain the spaghetti. I'm like, well, what was I thinking? Like, there were just a bunch of little things that even the casserole was so dang heavy. It was bad. So you really do need help still. If you have some friends or family that can help you with meals, still like making big casseroles that you can just heat up again and again, that's nice. So don't be afraid to ask for help. Um, you really, I'm not able to work yet. I have a job that requires me to use both my hands, and I can't do anything with that arm yet. So I don't even know if at 6 weeks I'm going to be able to. So I'll just have to wait till I start PT and see how much range I have and see if that's going to work. But I've just tried to make good use of this time. I mean, it definitely, there's a lot of mental games you have to play with yourself because it still is a 3 weeks. You have a long road ahead of you. And so I have to mentally talk myself out of having a pity party for myself, about the things I can't do and, relying on people. And I just have to just keep telling myself there are so many worse things that this could be, and this is just temporary. And yeah, in the big picture, it's really not a big deal. So take advantage of this time that you have to be at home and do some things that you can't get to. Like I just started working on some digital scrapbooks, photo albums, and that's kind of fun to create. And I'm reading some books and watching movies that I've never seen, and also catching up with friends via the phone and email and texting, and then going out to lunch with friends. So it's just, you just have to slow down and take advantage of what you can. But hang in there and stay positive. It's slow, steady, slow but sure. It gets better and better. All right, I will talk to you another time.